And we're back once again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jesus here, Millennial Madmen, and I'm here with my co-host, Jose.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And Nigel. Oh, that's right. He's not here. Whoops. Well, he had a family emergency, so he won't be with us today, but we'll sure to catch him next week. In any case, we're going to be here with a couple of stories here. I want to start off with one that's been hitting the news a lot lately. I've been seeing it blow up all over the place, including YouTube. The Mario movie. I'm not talking about the old one. I'm talking about the new one, the fully animated one. Mario Brothers movie is really hitting the box office hard. So its estimated gross amount that it hit domestically was 87 million and 94 million internationally.
On its first opening weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty strong. And we
Very
don't
strong.
talk about the original.
No,
Nobody
we
talks
don't.
about the original.
that was Nintendo's superior fuck up when it came to making a live action.
Yes.
Oh my god, Yoshi was just a fucking velociraptor.
It was
you
ugly.
didn't even say
It was
Yoshi. Oh my god, dude. It looked like it was straight ripped out from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, like a ripoff.
Pretty much. Oh, goodness gracious. But no, yeah, it's trending pretty heavily right now. I haven't seen it yet. My friend has seen it, a good buddy of mine, and he's saying it's pretty damn good. The only drawback right now, I guess, is kind of what you and I were discussing about previously, is the current reviews on it. Like, they're kind of mixed.
Yeah, I keep hearing that they're mixed. Good and bad, you know?
Which it's hard to say. I think a lot of people, for nostalgia reasons and just for being a big fan of the Mario series, they're just going to go and see it. Like, I want to go and see it just because I grew up with Mario. Right?
Oh, yeah, me too. Same way.
Yeah, like we all grew up with it. So the biggest thing right now, though, is that it, like you said, it's split down the middle with what everyone's saying. And I'll give you an example. My buddy was actually saying that the story was predictable. You know,
like he knew what was going to happen as it was happening.
Right. So like the foreshadowing and everything else, just super predictable. Like, you already knew by the time you were within the first 30 minutes, you already knew how it was going to end. Yeah.
Yeah. Takes away all the mystery and suspense. Any movie, really. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a Mario movie. I mean, when you think about it, the game itself doesn't really have much of a story besides, hey, Princess Peach was captured. She's possibly in another castle. Go and kill Bowser.
Yeah, it's the same thing every time.
Yeah.
It's the premise of the game.
Yeah, it's the premise of the game. So like, how do you translate that over into a movie plot? That's always the big challenge, right? Like, how do you make a storyline and you know,
and
right?
Unique, yeah.
But and here's one thing I didn't know. Apparently, I think it was back in the 80s. It might have been a little bit early, but I'm thinking back in the 80s, and I'll have to double check this. There was a Mario Brothers cartoon show. It was an animated show that Japan had created. And that actually had a storyline about how Mario ended up in that world where Bowser and everyone else is. Mario is actually from the human world. He's actually a plumber, right?
Oh, kind of like what they did with the live action movie.
Yeah.
That we don't ever want to talk about.
Right. The it's like Voldemort. It's he who shall not be named.
Yeah, they enter the world from like regular life and end up there.
Right. Precisely.
Okay.
But somehow in the anime, Princess Peach actually reaches out to Mario when he's like half asleep on his chairs. He got like a lazy boy. He's leaning back and falling asleep, and she pulls through the TV like the chick from The Ring and says, "Help me! I need help."
That was in the kids' video game adaptation. Sure.
Yeah.
From The Ring.
I mean, it wasn't scary or anything, but like,
okay.
Yeah, no, they didn't make it look scary. Yeah, it was just funny. Like, if you think about it, just the thought of it, it's like, this looks familiar.
Jeez. And she's asking for help to be rescued.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's asking for help to be rescued. But I thought it was pretty unique how they kind of took from everything. I feel like they took a little bit of everything, and they may have kind of premised it from the old anime adaptation, which if they did, kudos. And right now, I think one of the big reasons why it's mixed, kind of going back to that topic, it's because of the voice actors they had. Like, you had Seth Rogen, you had Chris Pratt, and honestly, Chris Pratt, from what I've heard, and I've watched some of the reviews, like, they said his voice acting was all over the fucking place. It just wasn't consistent enough.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt, good guy, good actor, but I guess voice acting is a little new to him.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then Seth Rogen didn't even try to do anything special with his voice. I think he even came out an interview where he was saying that he wasn't really going to do much of anything with it. He's just going to go as himself. It's like, wait, but that defeats the purpose. I mean, Donkey Kong kind of has his own voice acting. He kind of has his own, you know, uh, characteristics to whenever he actually talks.
Uh
I mean,
huh.
hell, I think they even had a show for Donkey Kong.
An animated show.
Yeah, I think so. It was like when they were first kind of. Do you remember? What's the name of it? It's. Do you remember Beast Wars? It was. I can't even
Beast
think.
Wars.
Transformers Beast Wars. That old
No,
show?
no, I don't.
No? Damn it.
I don't think so.
Okay. Basically, that was one of the earlier adaptations of a cartoon show into 3D when 3D started becoming a thing.
Okay.
And so what I was thinking that I'm sorry. Hang on. Because I lost my train of thought with Beast Wars. I know where I'm going with this. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
I struggled so hard to remember Transformers. It just went where.
Out of the sky.
Yeah, pretty much.
Out of
But
your brain
basically,
into the sky.
yeah, my brain just like, oh, where am I going? But okay, so the point I was trying to make was Beast Wars was the early adaptation of Three Dimensions, right? That's kind of around the same time frame that I believe, if they did make it, was the Donkey Kong cartoon show. Like it was 3D, kind of like how the games were like side scrolling 3 dimension for Super Nintendo.
Uh huh. Uh-huh.
So, but in any case, the point being is that the adaptation of it as a cartoon, if I recall correctly, he actually had some kind of characteristics to his voice acting.
Hmm. Why do I always have to start the day with a tough decision?
Again, this is back in the '90s, so I'm trying to
Right.
remember from when I was 10 when I saw this stuff. But
Not easy.
no, it's not. Oh boy. But in any case, yes, that was the big killer for me. Is Seth Rogen just came out being a big stickler about it, not even going to try and do anything special with the voice. It's like, come on, at least try.
Well, his voice is already kind of unique. Like you can tell it's Seth Rogen's voice whenever he speaks. Like, oh, that's Seth
Right.
Rogen. You know?
Yeah, and I get that, but I don't know. I guess I was figuring to hear more characteristics of the Donkey Kong character, but it's just Seth Rogen as a donkey. I mean, as a monkey, as a gorilla, ape.
Gorilla.
But who really stole a show though was Jack Black as Bowser.
Bowser. Right.
Oh hell yeah. That's what I've been reading so far is he stole the show. And actually he's being nominated for for the best single in 2023 for a song that he wrote, Peaches.
Right. At the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Been nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
Big
But
time.
yeah.
Big
I
time
think
for
it's
Jack Black.
I think it's one of his only singles to date too, is what they were saying. But yeah, no, he's done a lot of music. But that's the thing is that this one doesn't really compare to his previous works before, and that's the thing that's kind of odd. Is it's a very simplistic song.
See, I didn't even
Yeah.
know he had previous work.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I'm like, he does music? Like, actually?
Yes.
Or is that just a movie he did called School
No,
of
no, no,
Rock?
no, no. Yeah, right. Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
Yeah.
No, he did that movie, but the guy Kyle, that was actually his bandmate. He had a 2-man band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no,
Like
they
real
were
life.
actually they were actually a thing.
Were they any good?
Oh, yes. That's why I'm saying like this song compared to his previous works, it's kind of hard to say, that that's one of his best works. I don't know. I mean, he sang it well, but the lyrics to it, and I don't know, maybe it's because it was supposed to be for a kid-friendly movie.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
Mario
PG
Brothers.
rated
Yeah,
Nintendo movie, yeah.
yeah. So I guess I can see that, but I mean, how is that the one that's being nominated? He has so many other songs out there that he goes through all sorts of different vocal ranges. Like if you listen to any of the music from Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, like that alone right there,
But this is like specifically a song in a movie. That's the
Yeah.
Academy Award. It's not. They're not So his previous work hasn't been in movies per se.
Well, not in movies that he hasn't starred in. Like so, Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, right? That's one that I think he even actually directed that one too. but like that one was really unique, right? Like he did really well with the music in there, and like to this date, where if you even look at the music videos for it, like they're freaking awesome, right? Like when he gets into that whole battle against the devil, right? That right there was a pretty badass song
Uh-huh.
because like it goes into all different methods of range and everything too, you know. So it's just really good. That's all I can say is like his music's really good to me. I think as a fellow musician, I think he's spot on.
And he has
I
talent.
Yes, definitely.
Real talent.
Yeah, he has a very unique singing voice, and that's what I like about him too. Is that his method of singing? He does what's that thing that they do? The Glee clubs typically do. I forgot what it's called. Acapella, I think it's
Okay.
called.
Oh, acapella. You sing
Yeah,
without music.
right, without any instruments. You just use your vocals. He does that to imitate like trumpets, flutes, stuff like that. Like if you've seen the movie, so you know what I'm talking about. He does the same thing in there.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Right? Like when he first meets Kyle, for instance, like they start singing that when he starts singing over it, right? While Kyle's playing the classical guitar. it's solid.
Good.
I think it's solid.
It's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Just like his music. Very
Oh hell yeah. Still, I can't believe you didn't know that he had his own band.
No, I didn't. That was surprising news to me.
Yeah, no, I mean
And it's good.
Yeah. It's not for everyone. It's not. I will say that's not for everyone. But to those that actually like Jack Black and like his voice, you know, it's good music. I wouldn't play it for my kid though. I wouldn't play it for my child.
No, it's not kid friendly.
No,
Inspirational
not.
music.
Yeah, not when you have the devil saying that my cocky will suck.
Okay, that's the type we're dealing with here.
Yeah. So I mean that's pretty much the strength of where he's going with that. But it's funny though. It's like humorous. It's comical music that he's doing.
Okay,
Yeah. So
that's why it took this long to get nominated for an Oscar.
You know what? That might be why.
Yeah.
That might be why. It's probably one of his cleanest songs to date.
Totally. That's why it took so long.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. That's a very good point. Oh man.
But yeah,
Well,
glad the movie's doing
props.
extremely well.
Oh hell yeah.
And Jack Black is doing well.
Oh hell yeah. You know, props to Jack Black, man. I hope he keeps going strong. Like at his age, he's still doing strong, which is good to hear. And this movie, this is the way Nintendo should do it right. Don't fuck it up like you did the first time back in the 80s. I want to mention that movie again.
Was the 80s or early 90s?
It was somewhere like
in that
late
zone,
80s,
right?
Yeah, early
80s,
90s, somewhere around there.
Something like that.
Because it had that era or that feel of like 80s action movies, kind of.
Yeah, with like the low quality graphics, you know. That vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, when they shrunk the person's head to make him look like a Koopa, just look like a shrunken lizard's head on his body. Oh my god!
The world wasn't ready for video game adaptations at that time.
No, and that's what they had to work with.
Yes, that's what they had to compete against.
Yeah,
so
I mean, at that point, just leave it at animation. Don't even make it live action, right?
No.
Yeah.
You're not ready.
No.
Nobody was ready.
'Tis not his time.
For this, no.
No, absolutely not.
But like nowadays, you see a lot of video game adaptations now.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I know we covered it in season 1 with the podcast that back when Steve was with us. The Sonic movie. You remember how they're about to fuck that one up? And,
yeah. They were
and
very
I found
close.
out... Yeah, and I found, and the reason behind it was because they're trying to sell like a Nike or Reebok shoe or something like that. That's why they needed it to be the size of like a 5-year-old. So they made him like that so his feet would fit proportionally into those shoes. It's like, no, don't do that. Stop that. Stop it, Hollywood. Quit ruining shit.
They'll never stop ruining shit.
No.
But the people, their voices were heard. Right?
Yeah. Oh,
People have
hell
spoken.
yeah. Oh, I think they had 3-4 months before opening day to redo all of the freaking CGI scenes, which is basically 80% of the movie.
Yeah,
You
with the
know,
trailer hit, people were not
yeah,
happy,
no.
to say the least.
As soon as the trailer hit, the first question that went through my mind is, "That's Sonic?" Looks more like Sonic than Sonic. Yeah, satanic Sonic. Holy shit. And he had human teeth too. Holy fuck. Whose bright idea was it to give a freaking animated creature human teeth? The fuck were y'all thinking? That was the creepiest part when he screams at whoever the main actor was. I forgot his name already. Jose? Jose. Oh. In the middle of it, too. Well, folks, it looks like we had a sudden whoopsie daisy. I guess my co-host Jose here had a sudden run-in with the blue screen of death on his computer. So we're going to have to cut this episode short. But hopefully y'all enjoyed our little snafu here talking about Jack Black and the Mario movie. If anyone hasn't seen it yet, please go see it. If you're a Mario fan, go see it. I haven't seen it yet. I need to make time to go see it. So from what I've heard, don't really care about the mixed reviews. I'm going to watch it. I grew up with Mario. I love Mario. I want to see what the fuss is about. And I'll make my own judgment off of that. So until then, we'll see y'all next week. Hopefully we have Nigel here with us next week. And hopefully we can get Jose's situation sorted out. That way we're all here. Until then, peace. Son of a bitch. I guess because your charger died?
I died.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
That was weird though. Well, actually, I had my charger plugged into the laptop, charging as we were doing whatever. And then when it got to 100%, I went to go unplug it. And the moment I unplugged it is when it died.
Oh my god. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
it's like
Why
kill the
would you?
laptop while
Right.
unplugging the charger, you know?
Why would you choose death at this most ill-opportune moment?
I charged you, gave you life, and then you killed yourself. What
I
the-
gave you life and then you took it away like an asshole.
Yeah, as soon as you get to 100%, oh no, now I'm just gonna die.
Now you decide to kick the bucket.
Yeah. So that made no sense. I unplugged it and all of a sudden I heard you talk about Sonic the Hedgehog's teeth. I
Yeah.
heard you go human teeth. And I was
Oh
like, what the
no.
fuck?
At that point.
And